Have you ever wondered why some people achieve incredible success on business and on life while others don't? Because I have definitely asked myself this question. Well, it turns out that there are common traits and characteristics of these people. Today, we are going to analyze one of those traits, the one that is the base of all success and achievement on business and on life. We are going to explore the almighty faith and why it can help you build a business and a life that you love. On today's video, we are going to explore one of the strongest forces of the human mind. We are going to see what it is, how to create it if you don't have it, how do you increase it, and all the necessary steps to do all of this. Let's start. What is faith? Look, until I have tried to define it, I haven't realized how difficult it is to explain it, but I will try my best. Faith is a state of mind. It's believing in something that you can't see, touch, or anything really. It's intangible. We can define it as one of the primal forces of nature. This force has been used by humans for a really long time to find strength where there was none. Even though it doesn't exist, physically speaking, it helps us. It helps us if we have it, and its power is indubitable. Faith is the chemical element of the mind. The almighty faith is the eternal elixir that gives life, power, and action to the impulse of thoughts. Life's battle don't always favor the strongest or the fastest, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. How to create the almighty faith if you don't have it? I will try my best to guide you on the pursuit of faith, but we can't talk about it without mentioning that subconscious mind and autosuggestion. So let's see what the subconscious is. The subconscious is the part of the brain that works on autopilot. It's responsible for carrying out innumerable amount of functions, like breathing. You are not conscious about it, but you do it anyways. One of its primary functions is to reduce the amount of energy necessary to do many things. If you don't need to be thinking how to do something because you do it on autopilot, you liberate a lot of mental energy that you can use to do other things. Most of our actions and decisions are taken by our subconscious mind. It works for us most of the day. Supposedly 95% of the time we use the subconscious mind. How to create faith? Faith is a state of mind that can be induced or created by affirmation or repeated instructions to the subconscious. through the principle of autosuggestion, the repetition of the affirmation of others to your subconscious is the only known method for the voluntary growth of the emotion of faith. Any impulse of thought that is repeatedly channeled to your subconscious is affected and influences the subconscious that proceeds to translate the impulse into its physical equivalent by the most practical procedure available. A temporary failure is not the same as a permanent failure. How to prepare the terrain? I am going to share with you 2 techniques that will help you prepare the terrain to grow the almighty faith. First one, a mind dominated by positive emotions becomes a favorable home for the state of mind known as faith. Such a mind can voluntarily give instructions to the subconscious mind, instructions that it will accept and execute immediately. Get in the habit of using positive emotions. They will end up dominating your mind so completely that the negative ones will not be able to penetrate it. Second, the subconscious is more susceptible of being influenced by thoughts when they are mixed with a feeling or emotion. We will call them emotionalized thoughts. Now you know where to start. Well, start. Fill your mind with positive emotions and mix your commands to your subconscious with positive feelings. Just by doing this, you will create a fertile soil to plant the seed of faith. It is known that you come to believe finally anything that you repeat yourself, whether the statement is true or false. How to increase your faith? Now that you know how to create faith, let's see how to increase it so you never run out of it. There are multiple ways to increase faith, but today I'm going to share with you the technique that is shared in this book, Think and Grow Rich. Step 1. Demand of yourself persevering action. You must demand of yourself persevering action and continue until you get it. And here and now you have to promise to execute such action. We have already talked about perseverance in the last video, so I am not going to repeat it, but I will tell you something. Faith doesn't come easy, neither you create it in a day. So you must be persistent on your endeavor if you want to use this magnificent force. Step number 2, visualize who you want to become. Dedicate 30 minutes every day to visualize who you want to be. Ask yourself, what would the person I want to become do in this situation? How does he or she thinks? What are his or her values? By doing this, you will get closer to that person. Let me ask you a question. Does that person have faith? Obviously, yes. Step 3, voluntarily increase your confidence. You must voluntarily increase your confidence. Confidence is destroyed by fear. And what is fear? Fear is just a made-up history of why something might not work. It's not real, it's a supposition about the future. And because it's in the future, it hasn't happened. And because of that, it's not true. You just can't know what is going to happen in the future. So, if you are going to lie to yourself, I think that at least lie with something good that can actually help you and increase your faith. Step number 4, define your principal objective in life. Define your principal objective in life and never stop working until you have the confidence to achieve it. If you want to achieve it, you need to know exactly what you want. It's not enough to have an idea of what you want. It must be as precise as possible. If it is not precise, it will not be able to drive you. Step number 5, never try to trick people. Act on the interest of all the participants on the transaction. Never try to trick people. If you try to achieve your goals tricking other people, it will eventually explode on your face. The only thing that you are going to achieve with that is resentment from others, enemies, and unhappiness. So don't even try. No man is defeated as long as he himself does not give up in his own mind. If you are on my webpage, you have the book at the bottom, and if not, you should. You also have it on the description below. But let me ask you something. Do you want to have the best teachers of all time as your personal mentors? If you want that, just access to my personal library, in which I share the books that have shaped my life. Of course, this one is included. If you are on my web, just click the banner at the bottom of the page, and if not, just click in the description of the video. Thank you. Conclusion. The almighty faith is, in my opinion, the strongest force that the humans can use. It gives us unlimited strength to face any difficulty that comes our way. If you want to achieve your dreams, you definitely need faith. Without it, you are not going to make it. If you combine faith with a dream and persistence, there are no barriers for you, and you can be sure that whatever your dream is, you are going to make it. These three forces combined can overcome any obstacle. And when I say any, I mean any. If what you want is to dig deeper onto this topic, and you want to take a look inside the mind of the most successful people in history, so you can copy their behaviors on your advantage, there is no better book than Think and Grow Rich. This book is a blueprint of how to change your mind to align it towards the fulfillment of your dreams and success. Faith is the only known antidote to failure. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys, and let me know what you think.